Hello, YouTube. Hello, Facebook. Hello, Twitch. Hello, Twitter. It's Jovi Beauty, and welcome back to the Jovi B Show. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I'm looking for what's up here. Hold on. Okay, sorry. How's everyone doing today? It took me a little while to get dressed, so here we are. Today, we're going to talk, y'all. This T.I. and Tiny situation just keeps growing, just keeps expanding. And we're here to talk about it and address it because my nigga. I was reading so many stories last night about, their whole dynamic, what happens, what they do. This is bigger. This is about to blow up and be very, very, I'm sorry. Y'all know how I am. I'm a place for everything and everything in this place kind of person. This is about to blow all the hell up. Okay. Sorry again. I literally just finished washing my hair less than 20 minutes ago, but I'm here. Okay. I'm here. So let's drop these intro. Y'all say I didn't even set up the daggone thing. Hold on. Let's drop this intro and let's get on with it. Let's get on with it, child. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry. Like I said, I literally just got out the shower. Y'all gonna have to. I was running to make sure I was here. I didn't want to push it back. Okay, I didn't want to push it back. We trying to keep on schedule during the week, especially during the weekdays. The weekends are one thing, but the weekdays we trying to keep on schedule, child. Anywho, so I got a article because we all know how your girl feels about a good article, child. Let me mute this. Somebody jump up on a group chat for me, please, and let them know. Let me mute it. Yeah, I want to mute it and let them know that we are here. Okay. So let's pull up if you don't know, before I pull up this article, child, T.I. and Tiny was accused earlier this week. We did a live about it, matter of fact, earlier this week by Glam University's founder and, Sabrina. What's her last name? Sabrina from Glam University. Okay, I can't remember her last name at this moment. Okay, situations have occurred. We didn't know what was happening. Really, we were trying to figure it out. I didn't know if it was. Hold on. If it was just, fake GOP situation. I don't know what was happening. I do know that a lot of women have been coming forward in the last couple of days. I do know that this shit is starting to make a lot of sense. I do know that Shekinah got her silly ass up on Instagram crying and shit and basically admitted to the whole thing. Okay, so what do y'all want to do first? Do we want to go read the source article or we want to watch Shekinah's stupid ass? Let me pull up Shekinah. Let's pull up this dumb shit. Let me pull up Instagram. Hold up. It was on the Shade Room. Sorry, I'm taking my multi gummies. I'm trying to stay healthy. Trying to lose this weight. Y'all already know. Okay, hold on. Let's pull this shit up and listen to what this dummy said. She threw her. Okay. Okay, let me hold on. Share screen. Okay, real fast. I took my vitamins. Okay. So you know what? So we're gonna talk about that. I'm in another video. Okay, so here she go. Let me make sure y'all can see it. Okay. It's the Glam University. Sabrina Peterson. Yes, that is her name. I didn't want to mess up her name. Okay. People stop telling me what a fan turned celebrity, she talking about Shekinah, said about me on live when a weapon was put to my head. This was a few years before anyone even knew her. Like, bro, and true that. Don't tell me about what happened with somebody that you met the day before yesterday. Bitch, I didn't know this. I know this person for 10 years, but you gonna tell me who they are when you met them. You know, you gonna tell me about my relationship with them when you knew them 2 weeks ago. You know what I mean? Put a gun to my head a few years before anyone even knew her. I know sure how someone can speak with such conviction. She does that with such fucking conviction about a person and situation. She don't know shit about. You have only been around to do their hair maybe 3 times. She said, well, you don't know me. You did my hair like 3 times. I seen you like a few times and seen casually so no more than 12 hours in your entire life. Yeah, bro, we don't chill. We don't hang. You just some chick or some chick. You just a homegirl of my homegirl. That's what it is. You the homegirl of my homegirl, or the homegirl of my ex-homegirl, the hairstylist of my ex-homegirl. Don't bust fly, sis. That's what she's saying. Don't bust fly. You don't know me, man. The Glam University says to see women speak with such conviction about a woman and her experience. This damn cord. The cord is in my way. That's what it is. That's why I'm trying to like go over the cord. Hold up. About a woman and her experience that occurred when no one involved knew this woman on live when it happened. This woman crying. Facts. Bitch, stop crying. Why she always crying for Tiny? Girl, bye. Oh, go ahead, Shekinah. Continue. I know, cause she gave you a little money. You feel like you're indebted to her forever. It's not that deep, ma'am. It saddens me that people are so delusional, and I'm not realizing involved in such a sinister lifestyle that they feel a need to insert themselves. Yeah, sis, why you feel like you need to, but listen, my thing is like, you know, when stupid people think they smart, but they really dumb and they do dumb ass shit. This was some dumb ass shit Shekinah did. She should have mind her whole fucking business. It ain't had nothing to do with her. Nothing to do with you. It had nothing to do with you, ma'am. Insert themselves. I'm not sure why anyone is going to a courthouse on someone that will only dial your number to send condolences in the case of death in the family. I spoke on a situation of violence. That's my trauma. When the victim spoke, they spoke on their experience. In the future, our community shouldn't stand so firmly on people, places, and things that happened years before anyone knew your name. The shift of focus is telling a lot without saying anything at all. It takes a different type of person to step out of your person's feelings and agenda to have compassion for others' trauma. I think she meant your personal feelings. Okay, here you go, Shekinah. Dumbass.
She wouldn't be even into it right now with T.I.P. She's looking attention. She wants Tiny. She obsessed with Tiny. Like, she wants Tiny to be her girlfriend. Now, listen, this is my thing. It came out the Tip pulled the gun on her, right? How do we change from Tip not the victim no more? Tip is the victim and Tiny now is the alleged. How do we go from there? So she done got mad at Tamika for taking her husband. He got the whole goddamn thing. She has a problem. She ain't talked about nothing about how she Tamika and Tip. I said what I said. Why she ain't talking about she does? I'm trying to figure out why she ain't told y'all, but why she ain't told y'all about she wanted the women who used to go recruit them. What's up? Hey, they gonna if Tiny would pay that much attention, she wouldn't be even into it right now. T.I.P. She's looking attention. She'll see. They're gonna ask her why she ain't told she didn't get it. And she women empowerment. Why she didn't tell y'all? If she done had some of that. Why she didn't tell y'all? She talking about all the rest of these folks around here. Why she didn't tell y'all? And then upstairs, because Tamika, I guess Tiny, I don't know, I never, I swear to God, I don't get involved, I don't know what they do in their lifetime. I'm not a part of it. But I know she done been ask her how it tastes. Go ask her. Say she kind of say how. She know how to taste too. Ask her how Tamika tastes. Ask her, do she want some more? That's the problem. Well, ask her what was going on when she was in the threesomes and the foursomes. What happened with her? Huh? What about when she used to go get the recruit the home? Where you at in this? Black power. You so into the power, but you the one recruiting to come get food. Yeah, see. They're gonna have to watch you until you begin.
Wow. Shekinah is dumb. She done admitted. She confirmed. Yo, they could call this. They could play this at court. They could play this at court. Put a gun in my hand. Okay, you listen. She done admitted. She literally just now. Let me make sure I don't close the screen like I did last night, child. She literally, y'all heard that, admitted that they was out here recruiting women. She just said that. That's sex trafficking. Ma'am, you just told them. You just told the police could call you and put you on a stand. I hope her ass gonna go to jail, because she ain't gonna testify against her friend and repeat the bullshit that she just said about her friend, because she just admitted it. She admitted it that they was all doing it together. Okay. They was all doing it together. So what the girl said was true. What Sabrina said was true. You're admitting that what she said was true. So now you're kind of she dead ass just yo. You can't make this shit up. Hold on. Now let's pull up this source article, because it's not just them. I read allegations even from last night from like so many girls. I read allegations from one girl who actually is from Brooklyn, moved down to Atlanta. I caught up with them. Tip was smiling in her face too much. So Tiny tried to hit her. She tried to hit a Tiny back, and they whooped the ass. Her and Tiny and Tip. Like, this is crazy. Then I saw a post from, what's his name? I was about to say Chingy. Not Chingy. Scrappy. Little Scrappy. So a post from Lil Scrappy talking about, yeah, y'all need to watch out. All them sex, I guess all the sex they be having with groupies and shit. Now they could be saying it's consensual or not consensual. My nigga, you shouldn't be doing that to begin with. Y'all need to grow all up. What made y'all think any of this shit made sense? It would not come back to bite y'all all in the ass. Oh, God. Over 15 women accused T.I. and Tiny of violence and sexual assault, y'all. This was written today. Okay. It began as a moment of release when Atlanta native and old family friend Sabrina Peterson first accused T.I. of holding a gun to her head when she was 28, nearly a decade and a half ago. The accusations from Peterson, who has routinely been vocal with her critique of Atlanta's circle of politicians and public figures, seems to bring a basis to the forefront of her previous public opposition of the de facto king of Atlanta. What it did in all actuality, however, was open up a floodgate of accusations of violence, drugging, sexual assault, and other questionable acts allegedly suffered at the hands of the rapper and his wife, Tamika Tiny Harris. Listen, I saw things where they was talking about, the girls talking about they would force them to take Molly, pass them off to their friends. Bitch. The fuck? You see what I said? You see why I say I don't like Atlanta? You see why I said I just didn't want to live in Atlanta when I was in Atlanta? It is so weird. And I live in New York City, born and raised. I think Atlanta is so... I live in New York City, born and raised. And to be honest, I saw the most sexually depraved, the most like what the fuck shit in my life while I was living in Atlanta. One of the reasons I came back up to New York, I kept telling y'all, Atlanta's not for the Joe. Atlanta's not for the Joe. I knew that. All it took me was 2 years to live in Atlanta, to see the shits, to be like, oh no. Okay. At first, one woman offered up a graphic tale of T.I. and an entourage breaking into her home, kidnapping her husband, and forcing her child into a closet at gunpoint, seemingly corroborating Peterson's own violent account. However, it would soon catalyze into opportunity for more women to tell of their own encounters. While delving, I'm sorry, I can't speak right now, into the questionable sex life of the rich and famous, in no case for a bulletin. It's the consistency among accounts of physical and verbal abuse and alleged sexual coercion that's caused the general public to take a deeper look. Victim of T.I. and Tiny's are speaking out. Almost all of their stories are identical, and they involve drugs, coercion, and rape. Like, bruh, you try to, if you try to hold something against somebody for them to fucking have sex with you, my nigga, that is rape. I need people to be very clear. That is not okay. It is not normal. Okay, damn. Do I want to read this? Okay, it's all right, fuck it. I'm gonna have to increase this screen because there's no way in hell I could read this Twitter post. Okay. In 2016, during the CIAA, it's an award in Charlotte, I went to their suite at the Ritz and they locked everyone's phones up, passed around Molly's Coke. Oh, what just happened? Did they just, okay, fine. Passed around Molly's Coke and said the only people who could stay had to take their pants off. Shit like that happened in Atlanta. I don't like and I live in whole fucking the devil's capital, New York City, child. Atlanta, messy boy. I've never been in no shit like this, but I know a lot of people who live in Atlanta. That shit is it's deviant. It's Sodom and fucking Gomorrah. Okay, anyway. I was so fuck. Why does it keep shrinking? Okay. They trying to put me back to the regular percent. I was so lucky because my homeboy Troy was there, part of Tip's entourage, and he pulled me into another room to smoke and told Tip like she's good, meaning don't bother her. I watched him drag girls back and forth from the bedroom to the bathroom to the living room. One girl was crying because she wanted to leave, but they refused to give her phone to call an Uber. At one point, he came out of the room and asked his security to come pick this bitch up off the bed because the girl was too effed up to even walk. They carried her from the bedroom to the bathroom and left her there. What the fuck? I can't see what's on top of the other stuff, so I'll just read from what I could see. Yeah. And carried her to the bedroom and the bathroom and left her there. I snuck into the bathroom to make sure the girl was okay, and she was almost unconscious. I'm a nurse, so I checked her pulse, which was barely there, and she was sweating, shivering. I left that night 5 years ago, and it still haunts me to this day, wondering what happened to those girls and if I could have done anything to stop it or help them. He is an absolute monster who uses money and power to manipulate people, and Tiny is the secret weapon. The shit is truly, truly sickening. Yeah, Tiny ain't no fucking victim. Tiny ain't no fucking victim. Since her revelation, Peterson's Instagram story feed has since transformed into an outlet in which women have revealed anonymously, their experience. Among most tales, the background in their encounters remain consistent, as they detail being invited to join Tiny and T.I., which they probably go in thinking, okay, him and his wife is going to be, but two monsters. That's what they're saying. This is what they're alleging. I'm not saying this, but if this shit is true, Tiny and T.I. are monsters, and she is with all the shits. Okay, all the shits. We were Tiny and T.I. in a sexual capacity and being offered various drugs in the process. Yeah. Gray area presents themselves as some women accuse the couple of refusing them entry into hotel rooms, being asked to leave, or even threatening to cancel their flight back home unless they partake in popping unknown pills. Furthermore, others recall blacking out during the encounter and waking up to bruises and bleeding in intimate areas they presume to be results of intercourse for which they weren't conscious enough to give consent. I saw 4 different girls that looked completely out of it and strung out on the couch, and one in the bathroom hanging over the tub like she was going to throw up. Details: one woman alleged met the couple as a dancer in 2017. I was too scared. I didn't even tell my friends what happened until almost a week later. Please hide my identity. One woman in particular revealed that despite going to the couple's home to engage in a routine hookup, she would later find out that she was allegedly raped by a member of their entourage while unconscious. They did threaten me about talking about it. I was so embarrassed. I would have never told the story to anyone. Anyways, damn. The origin of these accusers all range. Some states that they met the couple as dancers at Atlanta strip clubs, while others recall being invited to the VIP section of popular nightclubs. Telling you, mess, Sodom and fucking Gomorrah. I keep telling y'all, I don't ever want to live in Atlanta. Because I'm not the type of girl that live in Atlanta. Like, when my mom lived in Atlanta, you can live on the south side where you don't be involved and stuff like that. I am a it girl. I be out. I like being out. Y'all know that. Caught up. Nope. New York City streets are much safer. I'm telling you, much safer. One woman in particular revealed that despite okay, I read that the original encounters all range. Some state that they meant. Okay. Most accounts conclude with common reason. What's happening? With common reasonings for their inability to speak up, citing alleged threats of violence and personal shame for their circumstances. In another account, a dancer recalled meeting the couple in 2003 and being hit and punched by both T.I. and Tiny during a verbal altercation at a private party when she threatened to go to the authorities. She alleged that the two threatened to have her deported as they were familiar with her status as an undocumented immigrant. This was the girl who was from Brooklyn. I read that story last night. They threatened to deport her and she moved up here. So you know how much shit happens to people? We know shit. Y'all know how much y'all know people who get assaulted and raped and stuff by just pookies and ray not even pookies, anybody. By people in the street and never speak on it. Because look how you treat normal girls who get raped by normal people. And this is fucking celebrity. Shut up, Lolly. Hush. He is so annoying. Hello? Here. Give me a second. Sorry. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's it. Y'all know after last night's debauchery, I had to make sure I click off the wrong thing. Listen, don't worry about my little turban, okay? I literally washed my hair about 20 minutes before we jumped on here. Okay, all right. Y'all know what we prepping for today. So I had to wash my hair. So yeah, do I believe it? Yeah. I'm not saying I've never been through, that or anything like that, but I will say that Atlanta is deprived as hell. Like, not deprived, that's not the word. Deprived does not have. It's nasty. Atlanta's nasty. Atlanta's nasty in those arenas. People who go to Atlanta, unless you just like out of those areas. You know, you're older, you don't deal with stuff like that. You know, you go and you buy your little house, and you probably work at a factory or what. Yeah, I don't know. You know how they do in Atlanta. You know, you're manufacturing, or, you know, if you're not involved, not in the club life, or not, you know, just like entertainment or anything. Even in New York City, it ain't that. I'm gonna tell you, it's not. Down there is a different type of crazy. I told y'all many a times, I've been to mansions in Atlanta where, and I always make fun. I say, yo, people, motherfuckers have mansions in Atlanta, half furniture, half not. I've been to a lot of places. I'm a beautiful girl. I've had times where I got my cousin to come pick me up at mansions in fucking Atlanta because crazy shit was about to pop, and I'm just not into crazy shit. I'm too New York for that. I keep telling y'all, everybody, you won't want to live in Atlanta. I told y'all, I don't want to go. You know, I believe it 100%. I believe it 100%. I have not seen no one, you know, drugged or anything like that. But just off of what I've seen in my little time there, my little 2 years living in Atlanta, I believe it 100%. I believe it 100%. Hey, TX. Hey, Muse. How are you? I want to know what y'all think. Hello, Malika. She said, hi, Jovi. Where to catch a live? You have supreme content. Thank you, girl. You weren't late, girl. You weren't late. C. Parker said, this is so crazy. Good morning, afternoon. Yes, sorry. Good morning, good afternoon to all of you beautiful ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Child, I was in the bathroom rushing. I was in the bathroom like, I was looking at the time. It said 11:40. I said, bitch. I was like, what? Child, I was speeding because I didn't want, I'm trying to really be consistent with my times. I want everybody to be able to depend that I'll be here when I say I'm going to be here. Y'all saw last week, we getting back to normal. We getting back to our normal views that we used to have before, shit start going crazy. I'm trying to get us back. Our growth. Thank you for everyone who has subscribed. Let me just say that. Thank you for everyone who has been subscribing lately. Our subscriber count has 2020, we plateaued. It was a pandemic. I wasn't doing nothing. It was just what it is. We have grown in the last week and a half, way more than I did in any other like damn near month last year. So thank you. Thank y'all. And we're going to keep it going. Hello, Carolyn. Thank you, TX. Appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. She said, we sure did. Hello. Hello. Hey, Summer Baby. How are you? She's right on time. Let's watch her first. Yes, she's stupid. She told it. But again, and the fact that like even what's the name? I was about to say Shaggy Child. Scrappy would even say that, like, bro, you shouldn't be doing this. Stop trying to violate and sexualize women because they drunk or they high or this is why I tell y'all, I tell y'all, don't be drinking no drinks. I've had a time where I almost felt like I was going to pass out in Atlanta. In fucking Atlanta. You could ask my cousin. I remember my mom one time was just like, what's wrong with you? By the time, but again, my cousin don't drink. My cousin don't drink. Thank God my cousin don't drink. There has been times, again, nothing ever happened to me. Thank God. Because at least I had somebody to be down there with. My cousin had been in Atlanta since she was in like junior high school. So, but yeah, in clubs, and fuck. And I tell y'all, my rule, my mama taught me that rule before I even was legal enough to drink. Okay. You don't put your drink down. And I can drink. Okay. But there's been, I'm going to say like 2 occasions in Atlanta where I started drinking, and even first cup, I'm feeling dead. Like what the fuck is happening? Like, what is happening? There was one time where I needed to sit down, and Spirit told me I had to sit down in VIP. Side note, they didn't realize that the chick over here and the two chicks with her were with me because I was just so fucked up. Turn around, this man motherfuckers in the fucking VIP section. I'm like, I gotta go. But if I didn't have people with me, this is how shit happens to you. This is exactly how shit happens. I don't like it. I don't like Atlanta. I keep telling y'all, I don't like Atlanta. I've been saying that shit forever. I don't like it. Nothing ever happened to me, but it doesn't mean that it won't happen to somebody else. It's also disturbing and sad, but not surprising. It's not surprising. Shekinah incriminated all of them. Yes, she did. She dumb. But the thing is that most dumb people don't realize they dumb. That's why they end up in jail. She said, I believe Shekinah. We all believe her stupid ass. She is. Because Tiny might throw her a little $1,000 in here. You think it's something? No, she just keep you around because she know you dumb. Come on now. I believe all the accusers now. I believe Sabrina. Yep. Because first I was like, what's happening? Why the fuck? But just how they telling these stories. And like I said, but I've seen a little bit of shit. I've been a lot of places in New York City. I used to be with the shits. And I've been in my 20s, my 20s and my... Atlanta's a different type of beast. Atlanta's a whole different type of beast. Okay? I've never seen shit that I've seen. That's why I said Atlanta is not a... Here, you be out, you party and shit stay open to 4. Atlanta, shit closed. Motherfuckers go back to the mansion. Motherfuckers go back to people's houses. You know what I'm saying? People go back because everything closed at like 12. People go to people's houses for parties. People go, it's just set up. For the setup. I'm telling you, it's set up for the setup. Not me. Hey, the Dutch. She said, Tasha K did drop a video like a year or so ago. She dropping another one. Ooh. I believe it. It's echoing. When I play a video and forget to mute my mic, it listens to, I need to get that's why I need a lot of shit, but that's why I need my soundboard. That's why I need to get the soundboard so the thing don't ricochet. Oh, that's probably why the dog was barking. Something was delivered. It's probably sitting in front of the door. T.I. and Tiny did everything those girls said he did, and Shekinah confirmed what the victim said accidentally because she's dumb. She's dumb, and she confirmed it all. And they could force her to testify, or else she's gonna sit up in jail for her homegirl. You mind your business. Mind your whole business. Stay the fuck out of shit, bitch. You thought you helping? You didn't. The part when she said, I don't know what they do with their lifestyle. I ain't got none of that. I don't do none to do with that. But yet she know. She know. She knows. She knows. Hi, Ellen. Hey, Rosalind. How are you, sis? She knows about recruiting, but I don't know about what they do. Like, girl, she said recruiting. You heard the word she said? She said recruiting. She recognizes recruiting, not, we go and pick up some girls in a party, or pick up, or go find somebody. Because again, if you want to have threesomes in your marriage, I don't tell people about their life. I don't tell people how to run their life. If you want to have threesomes in your marriage, do you, sis? It's a difference between finding a willing participant to just do some little things and they go about their business. And it's another thing when you call yourself recruiting girls, drugging them. That's R. Kelly. She says, Samantha said, I used to do makeup at Magic City. Girl. I guess I see some shit. I used to do makeup at Magic City, and they used to come in 3 times a week to find dancers to go home with. She said 3 times a week. I believe it. I believe it. Does Shekinah not understand that's what she said makes her just as guilty as everyone else? No, because she's dumb. And dumb people don't understand stuff like that. Is that who walked in and put a gun in her head in her sleep? Paranoid over here saying, Samantha, what's the team? Hey Gordon. She said, hey Jovi, hey chat. The Sabrina story really accelerated after T.I.'s daughter posted about a strange encounter about her dad coming in her room 5 a.m. asked if he wants some juice, and she got what? T.I.'s daughter posted about a strange encounter about her dad coming in her room 5 a.m. asked if she wants some juice, and she got a cramp in her neck. I know what you're implying. And until I see that, I'm not speaking on it. I'm not speaking on it. Y'all don't forget. Yes, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. So please follow, please subscribe. More than future. Oh, yeah, there's traffic. Ooh, talk Molly as friend. Yeah, I don't do drugs. I don't. I've never done drugs. Smoke weed. That's not drugs. But I don't do drugs. I don't even like taking Tylenol. My headache has to be like, I have to have a headache for hours and it don't go away for me to even take Tylenol. I don't fuck with people. People drug you and Shekinah needs to sit all the way down. Those reality stars be capping for their friends, running their mouth, and the cloud will get her caught up. They were calling Atlanta the Black Mecca. Yep, and a lot of people were going down there. I went down there. I ain't gonna, I didn't go down there, I went down there for whatever purposes. My ass came back home. I told y'all, New York City, here I fucking come. And I tell y'all, there is no, and I've said this before, that I would move out of New York. It's not New York that I love. It's just Atlanta that I don't. It's just Atlanta that, like, nah, I don't want to live there. I don't want to live in Atlanta, and I don't want to raise kids in Atlanta. I damn sure not raising my daughter in Atlanta. Like, that's what it is. The one he did, yeah, I went to check. Oh, okay. I always said it was freakish cults in Atlanta. I'm telling you. I'm a whole lesbian. If I can't even drink juice, nah, bro. Ladies eat and drink before going in. Yeah. Like, I don't like it. I've seen some shit. I've seen some shit. She means a pretty friend. She said, Atlanta is Hollywood deviant. Shake my head, disgusting. I don't care. Atlanta is nasty. But again, that's my personal experience from me being, from my time in Atlanta. Yeah, that's just my experience and what I saw. And I saw some shit. Saw a lot of coked out shit. Saw a lot of, I'm just not a druggie. Atlanta turning into Chicago. Apologize to my Chicago people, but y'all got it rough. I'm born and raised from Jersey. I currently live in ATL, and you're telling the truth. I'm telling you. Unless you an older person, I'm telling you, unless you're like an older person that's going to Atlanta to buy. But I wouldn't even do that because then you bring in your kids there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not living in Atlanta. I'm damn sure not raising kids in Atlanta, boy. I'm not doing it. Like I told y'all, the best thing my mama could have done, because she wanted me to move down south, was to move to fucking Palm Springs, child. Because there was no way in hell I was moving to Atlanta. There was no way. Raise my kid in that bullshit, you wow. Unless you, and I'm not gonna say, but not even, because even them, I was about to say, unless you lower, like don't go out. Only, don't really fuck with the city like that. Don't, just your job to home, your job to home. Atlanta, Like they even party. You even go, like I told you, I had a motherfucker take me out on a date in a strip club. It is very, you know what I'm saying? Like even like Sue says she's not surprised. She heard this before. She said, Samantha said, I couldn't wait to move back to LA when I lived in Atlanta. I'm telling you, people don't get it. You're like, why you don't like Atlanta? I'm like, nah. Like, I'm not giving my phones a bit. We'll have to burn her under the curly wig. If I had to, I'd be damned any party they take phones, leave. The two said, he gives me those vibes, little man syndrome, and it's true. Uses his power and money to do what he does. Muse said, I went to an after party once and they were taking phones. My whole group left at the door. We were like, hell no. She said Shekinah made it worse. Oh my God. She said she like Epstein and his girlfriend wife. Now, Epstein was Epstein. Epstein was Epstein, and he had girlfriends occasionally. But this is a two-man predatory team. This is what they're saying. Do you not watch Criminal Minds? Okay. This is a two-man thing. When I say two-man, I mean two-person. Tiny and T.I. It's Tiny and T.I. It's Tiny and T.I. It ain't T.I. and it ain't Tiny. It's Tiny and T.I. All the time. They do this. Allegedly. She said, Shekinah, we know that already, girl. She said, Tip and Tiny mirror each other, codependent abusers, sick motherfuckers, lock them up. Some of the comments sent to Miss Peterson, yeah, crazy. Yeah. Hey, Bianca. Hey, oh, remember when Rob Kardashian? Yes, and Rob said it. Rob said it. Rob told us all. Now, I'm a little freaky-deaky, but I don't ever need to be this freaky-deaky. Just some, I guess each their own. I try not to judge people. Do you? But nah. It's just nah. Just nah. She said, thinking folks is better is usually a bad outcome. And they picking up these girls at the strip clubs who a lot of them are, they trying to make it. This is the only job a lot of them can get. They see an opportunity, and I guess, in a lot of situations, we do know that 80% of Black girls have been molested, right? And if you're in a strip club, more than likely, I'm not saying all, of course, but more than likely, you've been violated before. So people who've been violated before normally have a higher chance of being violated again. And I'm going to assume, again, I don't know none of these people, but I would assume that you at least some of the rationale might be, well, at least they gave me a couple $1,000s to violate me. They drugged me, raped me, passed me around. I was unconscious. I don't even know who fucked me, but at least I was able to leave with enough money to pay my rent. The mentality, because they've been violated so much before. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. She said even the dog mad as hell. She said T.I. got quiet as a church mouse after Rob said something. What he gonna do to a Kardashian? T.I. ain't have no more words for Rob. He needed him. Because he know what it is, and he know Black China knew, and and Rob was her nigga. And you tell your nigga shit like that, you're like, look, you don't know what I saw when I was there. Oh no, because you gonna do extra shit in front of her because you figuring she not gonna say nothing because she's Black China. She's with the shits. But it's one thing to be with the shits. I consider myself being with the shits. But it's a whole other thing to be with that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? No, bitch. I am not blaming a victim. I am not being a victim blamer, but people are getting caught with the celebrity of it all. Yeah. And they think, Kay said they're entitled as fuck and think they can do whatever that they want. Volume. What happened to my volume? Oh, is it good now? Well, I don't know. I can't see. SW said women who have been victim of men and women in the industry, rock star, rappers, etc., should all come together. This is another version of the casting couch. Shit. Yeah. Facts. That's it. Yeah. I tell people in Atlanta's so fake. Like everything is just so all the shit, all them nice houses, all them nice cars. You think they lived so well? It's not what you think it is, bro. I would rather be in Brooklyn in my little 1-2 bedroom apartment. I'm telling you, I would rather party it up in the city, in Manhattan than in Atlanta. I'm telling you. She said, I've never been. My girlfriend told me she would never let me go without her and her people. I'm telling you, I didn't know. She said, girl said T.I. shoved 5 pills in her mouth and she was already high. Atlanta, yeah, she said, Meek said the same thing. Atlanta sex scene is different. That shit different. It is. It's different, boy. I ain't with it. 30 strippers that contacted Sabrina to say what T.I. and Tiny did to them, making them take drugs and do sexual acts on T.I. and Tiny. Tiny too. Tiny is not just watching, and she's involved in it. Meek scared of the ATL sex scene and this fool from the hood. That's what I'm saying. I ain't with it. Like I have seen some shit. I am a fashion school student. You know what types of parties I've attended in my life, especially when I was in school interning, trying to get my life in some of these, New York City nightclubs that you don't even hear about unless you a celebrity or with the shits. I have never seen or experienced the amount of what the fuck is the word? Depravity, whatever, as I have in the 2 years I lived in Atlanta. And I was 30. Thank God. I've always said, because I told y'all, my mama moved to Atlanta when I was 21. Yeah, 21. Yeah. Thank God I didn't move at 21. Thank God I didn't move to Atlanta at 21. Nah, Meek was talking about all the depravity. It's all intermingled. Trust and believe. Bianca said, Jovi, you scared me about Atlanta. Both my husband and I have started applying for jobs and plan on starting our careers in Atlanta next year. We currently live in Savannah. Now I'm afraid. I'm just saying, don't. If you could, I'm not saying you can't live there. I'm saying the type of life. What type of life are you having? Where are you going out? You have to be you got to remember that. You have to remember that. Like, you have to remember that. Like, if you're going to be around, like I said, you can go ahead and buy your house and, go to your little Applebee's and, do your little job and be good. But you don't want to mix with certain things and certain people and certain just industries. Like, I am a fashion and entertainment girl. That's what I went to. I had just graduated when I went to Atlanta. That's what I did. That's how I worked. That was my, it's different from Atlanta to here. And I'm in New York City. It's real easy to get caught up in that fuck the word. Y'all know what I mean. Nastiness. There's a lot of nastiness going on down there that don't happen in New York. Say what you want. A lot of other shit. Yes, shit happens in New York, of course. But the parties always end up at some people at a mansion. It's always cars driving back after the club, of mad cars going back to mansions with girls in it. Because it's still early in Atlanta. I'm telling you, it's different. It's different. She said, and it's overrated. I think it's overrated too. It's nasty and overrated. My daughter wanted a carver job down there. So glad she changed her mind. No Meek said sex scene. Why would he talk about the gay scene? He said the sex scene. Yeah, you can say people want to assume he mean because yes, there's a lot of homosexual. No, but I'm telling you, it's weird. It's weird down there. Even dating down there, it's weird down there. It's a different type of motherfucker. I say it's a different type of motherfuckers who live in Atlanta or who move to Atlanta. The most awkward and like, what the fuck, even in my personal dating situation ever in my life has occurred in Atlanta. The most weird shit a nigga ever told me, ever seen a nigga do. I think I told you, I'm not going to repeat the story, but I do believe that when we first started this channel, I've told y'all a couple stories of like some real weird shit. Those shits happen in Atlanta that made me go, Atlanta is Sodom and motherfucking Gomorrah. I would never marry a nigga in Atlanta. I would never date a motherfucker from Atlanta, marry a nigga from Atlanta. Never. That's another reason why I couldn't be in it. It's just so, nope. She said, you and your husband better find another city. Where are we? Let's jump some of these comments. They will sniff you to death there. Kaya says, she's special. That can only make it make sense. She just effed up. She said, it's not just Tiny and T.I. The shit is going across the board in the industry. From rappers and rock star, it goes on in California. It doesn't. Listen, crazy shit happen. I've seen bullshit happen in New York. I've never seen Atlanta level bullshit happen in New York. And I was 20 and young and out in these whole fucking Manhattan streets in my early 20s, doing the most, trying to create the life that I wanted. And I worked in some really interesting, places that put me in touch with a lot of things and people. I have still never seen the level of shit in all of my years being in New York and with the shits, because I'm not the regular girl who go get a regular city job. And I've never, no. Even when I was young, my first job that I ever got was at BET. It was my first intern. It was a paid internship that I ever got on my own was at BET. That's how I started my whole shit. I've been in shit. I've never seen I know the word, but it's not coming out. That I saw the 2 years I lived in Atlanta, in New York City. Never. And you, of course, crazy, wild shit happen. People do shit, but yeah, no. Swinger parties. They got swinger parties here, but like, it's the whole, y'all missing it's the whole, everything closes. There's nothing to do in Atlanta. People think there's nothing to do in Atlanta. I'm telling you, there's nothing to do except for go to the strip clubs. You might go to a club, but them shits close early. There's nothing to do but to go to people's houses. That don't happen in New York. New York, you can have whole fucking relationships with people and never been to their house. You know what I'm saying? You can be in clubs until 3, 4, or New York City don't close. That whole, oh, the club is closing, we're not done, let's go back to the house, and everybody go back to the house, and then they're giving out drugs, and the next thing you know, you got fucking raped in a fucking basement. That just don't happen in New York. Because where you going? No, you can't come to my house. We live on top of each other. There is just some things that just no. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm telling you, no. But, you know, do you? I know I ain't never moving back to Atlanta. I told you, I am a weekend in Atlanta to go see my family or whatever. And my mama don't even live there no more. Only my cousin live there. But I'm telling you, it's depraved. That's the word. She says swingers and rapists. Yeah, please don't confuse the two. Swingers and rapists are two different things. Do you? If you want to be in a relationship, you know, I can't share my peens. Okay? I'm not a sharer. But if that's how you want to live your life, sis. But there's a different, you know, you and your husband, and that's what y'all want to do, or you and your man, whatever. Do you? I can't judge. I don't judge people off of their person. Listen, do you, sis? Long as you winning, you know, you good, fine. As long as you want to do this shit, it's not because he wants you to do this shit, you're fine. Bruh, it's a different beast than doing that. Then, you know, and that's being known, than to have people come over, than to have girls come over to your house from a party that they were at, and they were drinking, and they might have been smoking some weed, or, you know, maybe popped a pill on their own, and saying, oh, come to my house, you know, oh, the party's over, everybody in VIP, come back to the crib, and, you know, they got people driving, they got people, you know, going and driving you and all of this shit, your car left there. You can't do that shit in New York. New York, I go outside and I can jump on a train, no matter where the fuck I am. No matter where I am. In Atlanta, they driving everybody, you know, your car still at the fucking whatever. This before Uber. Even catching Ubers in Atlanta, you know what's fucking Ubers in Atlanta cost? This is before Ubers. And you stuck on some other fucking part of Manhattan, of Atlanta. You may be from the east side, you all the way up in the north. Or you may be from the south side, you all the way up in the north. You know how much that Uber costs? I had somebody, my brother, I'm gonna just say it. He was in Atlanta a couple months ago. And some shit happened. And he called me to call him an Uber from New York. You see what I was dealing with? Anyway. And I looked at the Uber from the two addresses. Bro, they was trying to charge me $86 for him to get an Uber from these two fucking addresses. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a different scenario. Some wild shit happened at somebody's shit. Before it get left, you can walk out and go jump on a fucking train and be home, or the train or the bus. You're not stranded. There's no such thing as being stranded in New York. You know what I'm saying? There's no such thing as being stranded in New York City. It's a different beast. It's a different beast. Yeah, her Candy in her dungeon, all of that crazy. It's a different beast. Yes, they do that. I was like, is this nigga crazy? And my cousin was like, no, they do that. Like for real, because Atlanta strip clubs got good food. I ain't even gonna hold you. Some of the strip clubs got better food than most of the restaurants. That's what Atlanta is where I found my love of Mexican food. Okay, we didn't even talk about it. But yes, and my cousin was like, "Yeah, this is normal." They go on dates. You go to lunch at work. You know, people go to lunch at the strip club. People go to dates at the strip club. Like that shit normal. I was like, you wildin'. My husband was like, no, I'm for real. It's normal. I was like, it's normal. It's normal. Like, oh, okay. I made her come with me too. I do. I remember that. I made her come with me. That was like, I think that was like my first date damn near. And I was like, what? And I was like, no, you got to come with me because I don't even know what the fuck's happening right now. She didn't sit at our table. She sat at, because she worked back then. My cousin used to be a bartender at the fucking strip club. She worked at the fucking strip club. So she was like back talking to people and shit like that. And I was just like, yo. I was like, I knew my first week in Atlanta, this shit different. I thought I'm coming from New York. Ain't too much could shock me. I was like dead ass. I was like, Atlanta, you know, what the fuck is Atlanta? You know, I'm like, I'm from New York City. I went to shits. No, I'm not with those type of shits. It's levels to the shits. I ain't with it. She said, ooh, mm-hmm. She said Atlanta has the highest HIV case rate. Scary. And there you go. Fruits. Fruits said, hello, Fruits. Welcome back. Fruit said New York City rough, Atlanta loose. Yes. Got us New Yorkers sounding bougie. Dated at the strip club. I'ma eat my booty. I'm telling you. I never heard no shit like that until I went to Atlanta, and they dead ass are serious. And I saw other people there with dates. And like I said, my cousin was a bartender. So I'm like, okay, occasionally go there. She quit after a while. She was like, I can't do this. It was just a bad vibe. Like, this is really how it goes down. Like on some, like, what's the name of that movie? The one with Lisa Ray was in it, when she was a stripper. New York is rough. New York ain't that rough, boy. Oh, she said, yes, it's a husband and wife. It ain't him and she's sitting in the corner like this. No, she with the shits. She with all the shits. Candy has a dungeon. He's a Kardashian. He has all the fucking credibility. T.I. shut the fuck up, though, didn't he? T.I. shut the whole fuck up. The whole fuck up. Because what you gonna do to a Kardashian? You gonna tell him he lying? What you gonna do? A Kardashian, regardless if it's Rob, is not the stripper that you drugged. Okay? He's still a white man. What you gonna tell him? You gonna say when you know that it's true, that this nigga ain't that Rob ain't speaking no lies. You need to shut up. Because you can't Spoonie G that. Thank you. I wasn't really trying to be funny this live. I'm just telling y'all. Where am I? What time is it? Okay. I don't want to be. Players Club. Yes, thank you. Like I seen, I was like, okay. Like, so this is Atlanta, because I'm here trying to get my, I'm coming from New York. I had just graduated, like a year before. I'm trying to start my career here. I'm trying to do my thing, get into the life like I was here. I didn't want to get into that life. That life is a whole other shit. Kay says she was invited to a sex party in A. I believe you, sis. You said sex party, damn. It's like club. It's like, you know how they say New York back in the day, back in the 80s. What's that? Club 51? 50. Y'all remember what I'm talking about? Club 57? Club 57? the private, and even in those situations, like, yeah, they would do shit, have wild shit. I've seen some shit at clubs in New York, but it don't get that far unwillingly, because you just can't, because everyone's there. It's no, oh, let's go back to the mansion. You know what I'm saying? That's not it. It's not the norm. In Atlanta, that's the norm. So that's the norm, even if it's gonna be horrible, you're not thinking that, because that's what everybody do. You go hang out at people's homes. You know what I'm saying? That's what everyone does. So you're thinking, oh, y'all just going in, I'm assuming that a lot of these girls thinking, oh, they just going to hang out. That's what sounds so weird in New York. Oh, yo, let's go back to my house. Why would we do that? You know what I'm saying? That's so weird. We could stay here. Oh, no, the 24-hour, it's 1,000,024 hours. There's always a club open, always a restaurant open here. There's no need for that. You said facts. You can leave the club 4 and everyone's separate. We don't hang out. That's what I'm saying. 4 a.m, gone. If something go crazy, it don't matter. You're not stuck. Jump on a fucking train. You out. Plus, yeah, after hour spots, there's no need to go back to people's houses. Even your personal friends. You know what I'm saying? You know how much I have never been to so many house parties in my life as in Atlanta, because that's what you do. That's why people spend so much money on their houses, on their backyards. You know what I'm saying? They spend a lot of money on the backyards, not necessarily so much money on the inside like that all the time. I tell y'all a million times, people will have these big ass mansions and the shit be half furnished, but they backyards be popping. That whole entertainment shit, because friends, families, you know what I'm saying? It's all there. There's nowhere else to go. Or we all coming to your house. Or I'm having a party at my house. In New York City, you have to party at the club. You have to party at the house. It's normal down there. That's what you do. She said they need to go to jail. I hate the word ghetto when it comes to Black people, but child, that's the whole vibe. It's deprived. They are trafficking on another level. She says same thing, Hollywood, basically. That's probably why my house girl said 7 years ago that she would only visit Atlanta, but would never move there. And this was after she had been there a couple of times. I'm telling you. As someone who lived 2 years, just two. Thank God. Like I said, I thank God for my cousin. Thank God I didn't move there when I was younger and not knowing anything, because who knows what the fuck would have happened? Who knows? Because I wouldn't have just been, oh, let me just get this job at, warehouse and work, or this city job. No, that's not my life. So who knows? Thank God I had a cousin who was there long enough to know the shits, to know what the shits was, and to make sure, I ain't get into no shit. Thank God. Shout out to her. I smoke a lot of weed, but it ain't never made me want to F2 people. That's that other drug. That's them other drugs. That's why I don't do drugs. I don't do drugs at all. I don't do drugs. I'm actually disgusted by people who do. Like, I am. I ain't gonna hold you. If a nigga ever tell me he done coke or pop pills or shit like that, I judge your whole life. I don't do drugs. Drugs scare the shit out of me. That's how things happen. She said, I went to AGO twice. I'm good. She said, Naja said, very true, Jovi. We go from the club to the diner or coffee shop, not someone's house. We go out to be out, not to be in somebody's house, mansion. Yep. Atlanta, the vibes are different. And that's how you get fucked up. New York City, crazy. We ain't gonna lie. We're a little extra, but not that extra. This was $86. And this was this summer? It was Augusty. Because he had some issue with his girlfriend and he got out the car on the fucking highway, bitch. And I needed to get a Uber. He had went to some store, some like Kroger or some shit. And he needed an Uber. And I ended up having to fucking like call my brother to go pick him. The Uber, my baby brother that lived down there. But the Uber was $86 fucking dollars. I was like, yo, I ain't got $86 for this fucking Uber. He's like, it's like 45 to the city from Queens, or jump on a train. They ain't got no, they do have a train, but the trains are not like you would think, like New York City, nothing like that. Yeah, there's always a subway somewhere in New York. It's always a bus, it's always a train, always a bus to a train. Somebody pick you, somebody take you from the club, you know, because you chilling, you got into VIP, you young, you dumb. You've been drinking. You probably ain't never really drunk before like that because you're in Atlanta, right? Let's not act like a girl didn't get raped in the middle of the dance floor on video in Atlanta last summer. Last not this summer that just passed, the summer before. Act like that was it all over the place. It's nasty. It's nasty down there. Jovi, I woke up with my feelings together. Got my feelings together, did my Fenty routine, and sipped my coffee, ready to study. Thanks for helping me get my ish together. Listen, yes, Latu, we need to have a whole conversation about that. You need to stop that. It's like it's setting yourself up for it. Stop setting yourself up. Was Phaedra telling the truth on her? I don't know Candy or Phaedra. She said, they said Magic City got good wings. The food is the bomb. I ain't even gonna hold you. Atlanta strip club food is good. Okay. She said the Uber drivers in Atlanta be boinking random female passengers because they probably don't got the money to pay for it. I'm telling you. I don't get. But most people don't have enough common sense to know that NDA is broken if a nigga violates, if it's a criminal act. I don't, honestly, a lot of people don't have sense. I don't give a fuck what NDA I signed. If you sexually assault me, I go to jail. I go to jail because I'm telling. Yes, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. Please follow, please subscribe, please support. And don't forget, tonight we're having our Friday night episode of Kimonos and Cocktails at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I feel like hold up. I just saw some shit that Governor Cuomo just said. They opened up indoor dining again. I can eat again. Score. It beat that Mexican. I've never been to San Antonio. I've been to Texas, but I've been to Texas when I was like 19. We didn't really eat Mexican food down there. We went to it was me and my cousins. We literally we walked to McDonald's. It was crazy. Anyway, that's all I remember. And because we were at a retreat, we were at not a retreat. It was a retreat. It was like a convention. It was like the Panamanian convention. So we had food at the hotel. I've never actually ate that Mexican food. But Atlanta do have some good Mexican restaurants, boy. I'm telling you. I love me some fucking Mexican foods. Players Club. Hello. Hi, mother. I was telling them how horrible Atlanta is. If you're young. If you're older, it's fine. She said, not the good wings. I'm telling you, they got Atlanta, the strip clubs got great food. Great food. That's how they get you. That's why people try to go on dates there, child. Only thing I love about New York City are their subways. I love my city, boy. I would move though, but my cousin and her husband moved to Atlanta and they both got turned out. I'm telling you, Atlanta is the devil's. Atlanta is Sodom and fucking Gomorrah. I'm telling you. Facts plus, we got apartments. We don't like people, energy, all that. Yeah, we got apartments down there. They got houses. It's real easy to do some deprived shit. Okay? Depraved. That's the word. Finally, depraved. My mind was all jangle. Yeah, New York City house parties are for kids, not grown-ups. In Atlanta, house parties are for the grown-ups. And then shit started happening. Yep, I believe that. I believe that 100%. Like I said, I've never been on a date in Atlanta. Maybe once. Just date where a nigga ain't tell me some wild shit. Or some wild shit. Or like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm gonna tell you one thing. It is 1 in the afternoon. And I'm about to tell you the weirdest shit I've ever seen a nigga do. And it was in Atlanta. I seen a motherfucker. I'm embarrassed for myself because I was oh God. I seen a dude in Atlanta suck his own peens. That's the type of depravity I mean. That's the type of shit. Suck his own dick. Yeah. I've seen some shit in Atlanta. I've never experienced the kind of crazy in Atlanta. I've seen this. You want to know what makes it even crazier? I know I told y'all this. It wasn't at a strip club. It wasn't at a. It was at my house. I was doing, and he said, you know how niggas talk. And he was like, let's do it together. And I didn't understand, and when I went and I came up, he went down. And I was like this. I was like, I couldn't. Weird shit. That's the type of, yeah. I've never met a regular dude in Atlanta. Ever. That didn't have some awkward fucking, and I think even if they're not from there, I think they moved there knowing that they can be free because it's Sodom and fucking Gomorrah. Actually, you're probably more than likely to get the people who are from there, who are like from the south side, who are like from the, less likely than dudes who moved there single or married. You got like, why you want to move to Atlanta? You got to ask these questions. I'm telling you. I've seen some shit in Atlanta. That's just one thing I'm telling y'all. I ain't telling y'all the rest because I made him leave. That was it. That was it. I made him leave. But yeah. Like that was normal. I couldn't do it. I could not. I couldn't live in Atlanta. I didn't want to be in it. Atlanta food sucks. The only decent food they got is the strip club. The strip club food. Okay, let's finish this up. Because I told y'all, TMI. He said, Jesus, stop laughing at me. Stop laughing at me. You weren't ready for the story. Bitch, I wasn't ready for what he did. I wasn't ready. I didn't understand. I didn't understand. I didn't understand. I thought he meant 69. I thought he meant like 69. No. He meant And if I ever get my cousin on here, she'll confirm it because I called her in a whole panic. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning. It was like, you know what just happened? Yes, he was. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Because I've never seen no shit like that in my life. Girl, this is a towel. I washed my hair literally 20 minutes before. I finished washing my hair 20 minutes before we came up here. Yes. Even what you consider normal, you know, yes. Yes. I've had other situations where I was like, what the fuck? You know, like, oh, yeah, I didn't really fuck in Atlanta like that. I didn't. Because it just, every time I attempted to, it got weird. Like that. Something happened. I've had, you know, like I really did, not to say I didn't have sex, of course, but majority of the time it was situations that happened that made me say nah, or you know, foreplay like this, that was foreplay, and some shit happened during foreplay that made me go nah. Mm-mm. That's why I said all that shit. I believe it. I've seen it. Regular shit, regular people. Not even at a club. Not even after we done been. We probably will. Like we went on a couple dates before this shit, but you know, and it was seeming normal. It was seeming normal until that. And what if he didn't do that or say that? What happened if I'd have had sex with him? Or you know. Mm-mm. That's why I knew I had to come home. Those things, like I said, the accumulation of those things made me know I couldn't do it. She said that gives independence a whole new meaning. I left ATL. I told you I only stayed there for 2 years. Really and truly. I couldn't do it. I attempted to, again, it was always like, you know, mm-mm. Child, I don't know. He just, he was sitting on the couch. and he just, it was a whole, I mean, when he looked up, I was like, where my couch is, like this. I was shook. I was like, oh yeah. I'm like, I can't do Atlanta. That's what I knew I couldn't do it. And I saw some shit. I was like, oh, I can't do it. He said he meant 6, not the 9. Child, I thought he meant, you know, like, no. He said, let's do it together. He meant let's do his it together. I wasn't doing that. It was done. After it was done, my coochie went like this. I do it now. No. Like, this is just nasty. Mm-mm. I wasn't supposed to understand. Or maybe he just assumed I've been in Atlanta so long that I was going to be with it. The shits. I don't know. Y'all go stop laughing at me. I told y'all. I told this story before. If I've told this story, I know I told this story before. I probably didn't say it was in Atlanta, but I've told one of these stories before back in the day when you used to do lives at like midnight, 1 in the morning that we used to delete back when we were less than 1,000 subscribers, child. I used to fucking tell these stories, like majority of that, all the fucking crazy shit, Atlanta. Yeah, right out the gate. That's what I said. That was God. Because if he didn't tell, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's God. That's why the HIV rate is so high down there. That's why, you know, like, I'm not with it. I ain't with it. I ain't with that. I'm with the shits. But I ain't with that type of shit. It's a lot of shit I ain't with. She said, thank God for the private chat. I didn't get a notification for this. Damn. They never sent out fucking notifications. All right, we about to be out of here. We're at 125, and I got to go get my package. She said, Atlanta's is really boy town. It's not really for the single ladies. It's possible I might be sitting there in the same position to this day with the same shock look that I have now. Child, I was shook. I was like, my cousin was dying. I remember she was dying. And she was like, yo, niggas is wild out here. You know, and I'm just like, and then I started realizing, I'm like, oh yeah. And even with the normal-ish, you know, even the normal was still abnormal. Like, I'm good. Yeah, Lainey, you go ahead, child. I'm about to go ahead too, child. There, my girl. I know darn well y'all gonna give me more likes than this. Yes. Dried up and clenched. I was like, nah. I was like, yo, but you gotta go. And I'm an asshole. Y'all know I'm very direct. I was like, yo, you gotta go. She's like, but what? You gotta go. You gotta go. Like, I literally, I was naked. And I just stood there like, you got to go. Like, you gotta go. You gotta go. I was like, no. We was about to do it. Thank God. Thank God. You said I skimmed over it. I know I told y'all this story. If Ledford was here, if DC, if anybody who was here from less than 1,000, I've told y'all some stories that I'm like, yo, and in this, but I am real fast. My coochie will be like, no. Once I get turned off, I'm done. I'm not gonna fuck for the sake. No. I could be butt ass naked. I'm gonna be like, nah. If I ain't feeling it, I ain't feeling it. Every last one of them stories I've been told you about some awkward nigga doing some weird shit was in Atlanta. Now I'm Brooklyn. Ain't that a bitch? Nah. Atlanta. Them and they nasty answers. Joe, Jamie say Joe Boo snap shut like the Venus flytrap. Child, done. My brother's in Atlanta. He's divorced now with 2 kids. He handle them Atlanta chicks. He grew up in Cali because it's Sodom and fucking Gomorrah. Even the dudes you think semi-normal after living down there to deal with all that, you get a little. You get a little. I'm good. That's why she said the HIV rate is crazy. Yep, going down there, people sleeping around, people getting drugged up, motherfuckers not using condoms. Then it's nasty. It's all right, girl. How you doing? Child, we've been here an hour and a half. We got to go because y'all know I don't eat in the morning. I'm starting to get a little hangry. I've been trying out how so many people in Detroit be still sexing around all crazy because herpes is high out there. Ugh. Child, he left. Get the fuck out of my shit. Like, yep. He got the fuck out of my whole shit. I couldn't believe it. I said 2 years. When I looked at my ID, said it was about to expire. And I think my mama has said, you got to go get your new ID. You've been here 2 years. I said, I've been in this shit 2 years. I was like, I can't do another 2. And when I said that, you can ask her. She here. I was gone in less than 2 weeks. By the time I realized, I was like, I've been here 2 years. And just thinking about the 2 years that I was there, I said, nah, I got to go home. I was like, yo, I got to go home. I got to go home. 2 weeks later, I was back in New York. I got to go home. I can't do another 2 here. I don't want to do another 1 here. I gotta go home. I gotta go home. It is overhyped. I don't get it. I don't like it. You know, it's overhyped. It's oversexed. It's just nasty. It's nothing worse than when you feel like, yes, I'm about to go down, and then the plans are shattered by some wild shit. Child, no, I was down. I was down. I was doing that work. I have sex in a while. So, and then I lean up and he's like talking all this shit. I'm leaning up thinking we about to go into the 6'9". No. When I lean up and like I said, I'm thinking we about to go. I lean up and I like come like go back. I'm out to, I'm thinking we about to get up and do this whole, no, he went down. He went down. He just went down. I know that. Your spirit, yes, my spirit will tell me where the freaks reside, and they've been telling y'all that since the 80s. Don't let these older people fool you, because all they do is go to work and go home. They don't know that it's Sodom and Gomorrah. They don't know. My mama ain't know. My mama ain't know none of that shit. She ain't know. All she knew was, work and, home and work, because they older. They not in, That was the best thing that ever happened to me was me not going down there when I was 21. Hey, y'all. Damn old mystic going on. You're going to have to rewatch it, girl, because we out of here. I'm eating now. Where you get your food from? Where you get it from, girl? I'm hungry. It's Friday, too. Let's be honest. Had Tiny not come out and take up for her husband after her employee was trying to take up for her? Yeah, this shit would have went to the wayside. They did it to themselves, girl. Too many of them were most likely turned off by her attacking the other women. I'm about to heat up this stuffed salmon and asparagus. Ooh, I had asparagus and steak last night. I told y'all I had leftover steak from like the day before. I had asparagus and steak. Salmon sound good though. When last time I had some seafood? I think last week. You know what? I'm gonna go to the fish market, make them steam me some shit. Tiny is not a doormat. Shaniqua, we're not gonna do this with Tiny no more. She is a whole willing participant. She is a mastermind too. Don't think because T.I. is, he come off like this. It be though. Have you not watched? How many episodes of Criminal Minds have you watched this? It be the chick who you think is the one being, dominated in this and this and this. But when it comes to the bullshit, they do that shit. She is not no victim. And she is not a doormat. We're not going to do that, because that takes away her responsibility for this shit. Because she was drugging bitches too. She was raping bitches too, allegedly. No, we're not going to. Tiny is no victim. Absolutely not. The women don't even have each other's back out there. Differences, they leave their friends for dick real quick. It's sad. Yep. That's why I said the best thing. At least I had my cousin. She wasn't gonna leave me. You know what I'm saying? There could have been situations. Like I said, when I was, in that VIP section, fucked up. Like I was on one cup. I don't even smoke bud like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Especially even back then. I don't. She smoked bud. She smoked all day, every day. And anything I smoked came from her. It wasn't nothing that I smoked. I had one. We had just got in this fucking club. It was like one drink that was fucked up. And they had me sit in a VIP. They didn't know her. They didn't know I was with them. Or maybe they assumed, maybe they knew I was with them, but just how ATL roll, my cousin couldn't have showed up back at my house without me. You know what I'm saying? She couldn't have showed up. Like, where's the, she couldn't have showed up without, when that's just how we are. But you're right. They'll leave their friends, but that we ain't friends. That's what I say. Thank God I had my cousin. Thank God. No matter what we went through, we don't leave each other. We ain't gonna let nothing happen to each other. But some shit could have happened to me. She said, right, I'm happy you did though, gentlemen. I've been eating exposed. She finna cuss us out. We talking about our food. Child, I get hangry. Yeah, salmon sound real good, child. Wait, what'd she say? Oh, CT don't have much, but you can eat and drink well. What the fuck is CT? Are you in Connecticut? I had salmon tacos last night. Bomb. I need some damn seafood. It's Friday too. I'm getting me some food. She's a whole willing participant. That's why she tolerates the shit. She is not, let's not even say willing participant. They are both the masterminds. She's not a willing participant. You know what I'm saying? They are both the masterminds. Because even to say a willing participant means that she had to be coerced. You know what I'm saying? And after a while, she started enjoying it. That's not what I believe. They are both, allegedly, they are both with the shits. That's what I believe. She's not a victim. Yep. She ain't no fucking victim. Plus, it seems like she likes to beat on the girls. Yeah, she likes to beat on them. She's a monster. She's a tiny little monster. I bet you you thought you was safe, right? That's how they get you. That's how people like that get you. I was reading I wasn't reading it. I saw a YouTube video. It was some girl. She got kidnapped by this couple and her baby. And their baby, while she had the baby, she got in the car. She got in the car, because he was with his wife and the baby. They kept the girl in a box under their bed for like 8 years. Yep. It's pouring rain here in Cali today. Oh yeah, she's down with it. Oh, okay. See, everybody moving. I need to get the fuck out of Brooklyn, okay? I need to get the fuck out of Brooklyn. I'm done with Brooklyn. I'm telling y'all, give me a year. I'm going somewhere. I don't know where, but I'm getting the fuck out of Brooklyn. Tiny is older than Tip. Tip has been in the industry longer. She's probably put him on to some stuff. And yep. Let's not act like she's not the older one. Let's not act like. Anyway, I'm gonna be out of here because, like I said, I'm getting hangry. Plus, I gotta go to the post office. Y'all packages are packed, and I gotta go. So I'm gonna go. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put in an order at the fish market. I'm gonna make them steam some shit for me because y'all got me wanting salmon now, and I'm gonna drop that at the post office while I'm at it. So I will see y'all. About the girl in the box. I saw it was a YouTube. Well, I looked it up. It's a true story. She lived in a box. They kidnapped her. She was hitchhiking. And from what I recall, she was hitchhiking. I saw this like this week sometime because it's still fresh in my mind. She was hitchhiking, and it was him, his wife, and a newborn baby. So she thought it was safe. Child, she got up in there, and it was some shit she said that she saw, but she assumed that because the wife, that they was still okay. They put a bag over her head. Took her back. He got to rape her, beat her, I think in total it was 8 years. I think she was in a box under the bed for like 3. And they, fucked her head up so much that she was able to come out of the box and just, be around the house or whatever. The wife got upset when he started, I guess, liking the girl more. So it was a whole shit. The wife got upset when he started liking the girl more, left him, called the cops on. It was crazy. It was crazy. They used to both beat the ass, assault the ass, and Stockholm syndrome kicked in, so they was able to let her out the box, and she would, walk around and not run and shit. And it was crazy. I saw it on YouTube. I tell y'all, I watch weird shit. I don't watch celebrity. I don't really watch celebrity gossip. I talk about it. I don't watch it. I don't like watching other people's videos unless, because I don't want it to change my opinion on stuff. I'm from up north and I partied hard in New York and ATL. You are spot on with everything. Thank you, DC. DC, I'm loving you in your scarf. Okay. I'm just like, DC, she just be like, swoop. Anyway, I appreciate you all. Let's not act like Candy ain't got a dungeon. And the whole crew of them are nasty. Anyway, love y'all. And as always, I hope you live your life like it's golden, because there's no other way to live it. And I will see y'all tonight at 9 p.m. for Kimonos and Cocktails. Later.